it's crazy that the fan base is so in favor of it. To me, when I see a 90% on a poll, it's stunning to me. You never have that much agreement. 90% favorable for the deal of re-signing Adrian Peterson. And my thoughts were, couldn't you just do cheaper and younger?
I think he's pretty cheap. I think a lot of that is incentive-based.
Yeah. I would have liked to – I mean, it's fine. It's a fine move. I would have liked to have had a couple other guys, and we talked about a few of those yesterday, but they would have cost you more.
Didn't Tevin Coleman sign for, was it 2 years and $10 million?
That's true. And
it wasn't that much more than what Peterson signed for.
And Coleman's a different type of back.
Yeah.
So maybe they the Skins figure they just need that grinded out physical back.
To kind of complement Geis.
Is going to complement Geis. And Coleman's, he's a lot like Chris Thompson, a little bit bigger. But I love Coleman. I love the Niners pickup of Coleman. But, for $8 million, a couple of years, maybe you only have him for one.
My understanding is that a lot of it was incentive laden. The 2 years, $8 million. But I can't see the breakdown.
It's a
what the base salary
I think
is.
in the first year, maybe $2 to $2.5 million.
Yeah, I think it's 2.2 is his base for next season.
I mean, I think that's nothing. And the guy rushed for over 1,000 yards yesterday in sort of last-second duty. I thought he did a hell of a job. Geis is still a question mark.
Yesterday that'd be impressive. But you mean last year?
What did I say, yesterday?
Yeah.
Last year, he, I think Geis is still a question mark coming back from the injury. It's a great insurance policy to have. Obviously, you don't want him to be in a situation that he was in last year where he's pounding the ball 20 to 25 times a game because you're trying to groom somebody there, hopefully Geis.
I don't hate it.
But I like it. Sure.
I don't hate it. I just think they could have gone another route. I didn't think it was critical because Geis is going to be your starter, and I would like to see Geis get a ton of carries week in and week out.
I'm sure the Redskins do
think
too,
he's
but
quite there yet.
He's an insurance policy.
He's an insurance policy.
He's insurance in case Geis isn't 100% at the start of the season or he has a setback. I guess they're comfortable with him. The money isn't outrageous. I mean, the money's not outrageous for any running back, save
it's a fine
Bell.
It's a nothing deal.
It's a fine move.
It's a nothing deal.
Yeah. I don't hate it, don't love it.
They made a couple cuts yesterday, which were expected.
Zach Brown, we knew he was going. He knew he was going to go. And who's Stacey McGee?
Yes.
John Keim has talked about on this show for several weeks that he was vulnerable there. And look for more.
And Stacey McGee was a very low-impact player while he was here.
I mean,
So
how
it
many
frees
plays
up more
did he
money.
make?
Yeah, not a lot.
It frees up more money, but there may not really be that many guys to target now.
And they're
The
going
free
quick.
agency period, man.
Well, and top guys are going quick.
These guys get gobbled up quick.
Yeah. A lot different than baseball.
Yeah, baseball, you can be the best closer in the game and you can't find a job.
Yeah, it's interesting. But, there were some interesting moves yesterday. Earl Thomas going to the Ravens, Mark Ingram going to the Ravens. And we're talking about the Ravens losing all their guys. Well, they picked up a couple yesterday.
Well, they had to rally. They got to fill out the roster somehow.
Yeah. Lamar Jackson's going a million miles an hour.
Yeah, well, that's just idiotic.
On
Why
95.
he would put that on social media just shows me
because
his
he's a simpleton.
Yeah.
That's what he is.
That's not
And he's young. He's a kid.
That's what people do nowadays. They tweet everything.
Interesting
Tweet
tweet.
Instagram everything.
You usually don't tweet yourself going 105 miles an hour.
Maybe not, but didn't you tweet when you were getting in an accident or a flat tire or whatever?
Yeah, your brakes weren't working. And then you were live tweeting.
Right, I mean, there was a little bit of shtick involved there, but yeah, I mean, I wasn't breaking the law.
Yeah.
Right, he was stopped at that point. Interesting tweet from J.P. Finley from 7 hours ago. Keeps hearing Redskins want to upgrade at wide receiver. Source tells him that's not confined to free agency and team could be looking at trade. Quote, big splash more than once.
For who? For the Redskins?
For the Redskins.
Regarding
Speculation is A.J. Green.
A.J. Green, that the Bengals may release him and that maybe the Skins are interested.
Now, why would they release him? Is his numbers just too
cap,
big?
I'm sure it would be cap related.
Probably cap
Wanna
related.
save
Did his
money.
production
He's
go
had
way
some
down?
Oh, he's had some injuries the last couple of years, yeah. I mean, he does. I can't imagine he's played a full season maybe in, what do you think, Cakes, 3-4 years?
Probably.
He's a stud,
He
though.
gets nicked up.
Well, in 2017, he started all 16 games.
Actually, no, he
last
did.
year, only played 9.
I was thinking of 16. 16, he only played 10. Last year, he played 9.
Still averaged 15 yards reception last year.
No, he's a monster.
Yeah.
He just isn't what he was, 5-6 years
Still
ago.
only 30. I'd take a flyer on him, sure.
Sure, if you're not paying a lot for
But
him.
And
size.
the Bengals do have, according to Spot Track, the Bengals have a potential out in his contract in 2019.
All right, let's get to the phones. Open line Thursday, your chance to steer the show. You can certainly chime in on the Adrian Peterson deal. The Redskins inked the vet running back who ran for over 1,000 yards last season to a 2-year deal.
JP's not really about it.
It's okay.
I'm perfectly happy with it, actually.
It's okay, but I wouldn't have had a problem at all if they moved on and brought in some young guy.
Yeah, then you end up with just another Rob Kelly. You got a proven commodity Hall of Famer who in a pinch rushed for 1,000 yards for you last year. I'm actually thrilled he's there.